This is Mo'B.
And welcome to the Steve Group Podcast. I'm Carla.
I just got a lot of things on my mind.
Norman.
I'm Albert Anderson. If you need any of our services musically, 708-351-0333.
And we have to mention our wonderful, amazing producer, Marcus. Hello, Marcus. Yay! And we have a very special guest today. Would you like to introduce him, Albert?
Tonight we have a handsome devil, wonderful singer from Arkansas, all the way down there. Marrisee Mo'B Boyd. I hate to say this, I keep calling Rootstar. What can I say?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. Pleasure to have you. Yeah, pleasure to have you on the show. And I know, Albert, you have the
Thank you.
I got the first question for you because we keep telling everybody to send us, hit us on a comment or email. And the email would be cgrouppodcast@gmail.com. And is that how we first met? You sent us an email?
That's how we first. Yes, that's how we first met.
Yeah, I keep telling you, you need to do that.
Yeah. email us or in the comment section.
Comments even. Yeah. Thank you so much for reaching out.
Yes.
You're welcome.
So we're all very interested in how you got started. How you got started in music, and then Mo'B, and then Rootstar. We know, but we want our audience to hear it from you.
Well, I've been in the music business over 35 years. In the business. Mm-hmm. That's in the business. But I got started growing up watching Michael Jackson and Jackie Wilson old videos and Sam Cooke. I remember me and my little brother, like I say, he used to be the audience. I used to be myself. I'm a country boy now. So the pine cone was my microphone.
I like it.
Okay.
You don't have to adjust the volume in the pine cone.
Right, there you go. At least
Boom.
The first wireless microphone.
There you go. You guys and Billy and your brother.
There you go.
Yep.
So you were talking about how the bond of family, how strong your family is. Is that what inspires your music?
Well, that and just life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Me, of course, I like all types of music, everything. I mean, from country to pop to blues to rock, metal. I just love music. That's just in me. And I just happened to become a part of R&B and soul and blues. That's been my forte for a long time now.
Okay, that's been your wheelhouse. Well, now we still need to discuss about Mo'B and Rootstar.
Right.
Okay. Mo'B stands for Music, Obedience, and Balance.
Oh,
nice.
I like it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, Rootstar stands for it's in my roots to be a star.
I like that.
Simple. So simple.
I love that. So, now, your first album was what?
My first album was an album called What You See Is What You Get.
Okay.
That came out in 1990.
Okay.
I was doing music before then, but my actual album, I was to be signed with Belmont Records. Remember who There It Is?
Yes.
Well, that record label was going to sign me.
Okay.
Paperwork was done. Everything was done. A week before I got ready to sign, this little short dude showed up and wanted them to distribute his music.
Who was that?
Prince, the most beautiful girl in the world. And my project got thrown up under the bus.
Whoa. Wow.
That's happening.
True story.
Yeah.
True story. And but that didn't stop my soul and my heart for pursuing music, you know. And as I got older, I learned more about the business.
Yes.
You know, dealing with BMI, publishing, BDS, and all that stuff like that. So I own everything. My masters.
Good.
I have my own home studio. I own everything. So don't get me wrong. I've had some major labels try to give me deals, but they tried to take all my publishing. They didn't want to leave me nothing.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I just said, no, that's okay. You know, I want to be able to eat a little bit. You know, you can get your name out there and become famous because of the name, but the only thing you be eating is crackers and peanut butter.
It really is. At what price? That really is it. At what price?
That's right. You know, so I just held on to it, and I tell everybody every day, thank God for social media. Social media is the key to independent artists becoming successful in this thing. You don't have to be on a major label to make it happen. You know, you just have to just push it and push it and push it, you know.
Yeah, well, as we keep saying, when it comes down to it, the music industry is changing, the record industry is changing, and independent artists are fueling that change.
Right. They getting 100,000 views overnight.
Thank you.
You know, a million views overnight, you know. And what it does, it accumulates a fan base.
Yes.
And that's what I look for. I have a big fan base overseas and stuff like that because my music is everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and my famous word, Google me.
Yes. Like that.
I love it. So, so you did your first album, and that goes on to do what you wanted to do, and then you move forward with your second album, which is
second album. It was called 8 Days.
Okay.
And 8 Days was a good soulful album that I did a lot of writing on it. I had some producers from Little Rock that produced it, and we was doing very well with this album. And this was like in 1995. We was doing well with that album. And there was a major label out there that, I would say, they took the budget that we had, because the label that I was on, he owned a record store also.
Okay.
And so what happened was, this major label was going through all the mom and pop stores saying they was making bootleg CDs.
Ooh.
And so they sued everybody, all the mom and pop stores across the South. This major label sued them. So that if you had any kind of budget, they took it and they won.
Wow.
So, but I do know from the label that I was dealing with, they got sued for like 25 grand.
Okay.
And so then that 25 grand took away from the Mo'B budget.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So not only just that one store, it was a bunch of stores across Mississippi, Alabama, stuff like that, that this major label did like that. Because even then they saw that the change was going to the internet now. CDs weren't selling like they were selling before. You know, so when what they did was make fake CDs, like they was bootlegging their artists and taking it to court with fake receipts, and they actually won.
Wow.
And so they hit up a lot of mom and pop stores. That's when you really started. Between 95 and 98, you saw a lot of mom and pop stores shutting down.
Yep.
They was getting sued.
Yeah.
And losing, you know, and that's a story that a lot of people don't know, but hey, I was part of it.
Wow. I learned something. Yeah, I hadn't heard that one either. I learned something as well.
Yeah. You know, I ain't gonna mention the major label, but they will be.
Definitely not.
We don't want to get in trouble.
We do not. We don't want to do that. It's not in the budget. So here we are today, and you are still in the recording music game.
Yeah.
So, one of the questions I want to ask before we get to another one that's on my mind is, what is your main motivation, your songwriting? What motivates you to write the songs that you write?
I just have a passion for life, love, dance, like Prince used to say, dance, music, sex, romance. And that's what I have a love for. Whether if there's money or whatever, I just love what I do. And when people hear my songs, they're up dancing or they hearing the lyrics that they like, dang, it touched their souls, or it made them cry or made them mad or whatever. That makes me feel good as an artist, that I'm touching people, touching people that they know me, but I don't know them.
Mm-hmm. Well, they'll know you now, because when you share this with your fan base, they'll see you.
Oh yeah.
They'll see you really
Exactly.
Right.
And I know that you have a song that's on the radio stations, be it internet or be it what did they used to say? The airwaves, the microwave, whatever, the ether waves. Yeah. That's it, the ether waves. That's the old one. The Ethernet. Okay, the Ethernet. But,
well,
yeah.
I have a lot of songs out there, but this is actually the first song that I sent you. It's called "God Kept You For Me," that has actually been added to Cumulus Radio.
Oh, good. In rotation.
Good. Yes, it's been added to Cumulus Radio. Now, I've had my songs played on radio stations everywhere, but it wasn't an add-on. Sometimes you get spins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I have actually got a song that's added to Cumulus Radio, which is mainstream. Cumulus.
Yeah. So like if it's like if you're putting this like an R&B artist and they say in the genre of or whatever, you will pop up there.
Right. Right.
Wonderful.
What I do is soul blues. It's a cross between blues and soul. Me being from the South is Southern. Mm-hmm. I'm really getting back to doing good music. Good. I like music with great lyrics.
Thank you. Yes.
I just say feel good music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That Franklin Beverly and Mays and that Marvin Gaye kind of music. Just make you feel good.
Like that. And people are clamoring for music like that. And music that really, because for me as a singer, if the lyrics don't have something meaning, if they're not really well written, it's really hard to sing them.
Right. You got to you have to experience it.
Yes.
Or being close to somebody enough that went through something that you felt what they went through.
You can draw on it. Exactly. Well, I always say when it comes to singing, it's really, if you have not experienced certain things, it's really a form of acting and getting into the skin of what the music is like a character. The lyrics are like a character, and getting into that character and being able to take that and just bring it out of you so that other people can feel what you're feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Oh, this is real. Like I said, I love the name Rootstar. I just love it. I love Mo'B, but I love Rootstar.
Right.
It was something that I said, something when you're in this game, you have to change. You have to keep people on their toes. You know what I'm saying? You have to do something different. I ain't finna put no tattoo across my face, but I will change, but I will change my name.
Are you on tour anywhere right now?
No, I'm not on tour. I'm thinking about doing my own tour, which will consist of me going to different bars and grills across the South. Ooh. It don't have to be a major stadium, but I would like to just bring my own show.
Gotcha.
And it's really they don't want to call it the chitlin circuit, but that's what it is, a chitlin circuit.
What it is. Yeah. Well, a lot of great people have come through that circuit, so it's nothing to down. They have come through that circuit and done very well. I just got back from Texas from a show down there. It was a country band. It was called Country Meets Southern Soul Swag. That's what I call my stuff too, Southern Soul Swag. Okay.
And so we combined our music. And it was a great time. It was a great time. My next show will be actually Labor Day weekend.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Right. September 3rd in Helena, Arkansas. It'll be Willie Clayton, Lattimore,
Yeah.
Okay.
Myself and a few more artists on that show.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
My guys will probably be playing with Willie Clayton. Trying to remember Fred trombone and Daryl, because that's usually who plays with him.
Okay. Yeah, so
That sounds like a fun time.
oh, I'm ready for that one.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
And you're also a vocal arranger.
Yes.
I love that. I love the mixing of harmonies
Yeah.
together. And I have loved doing that a time or two as well. I'm
Mhm.
not as proficient as you are in it.
Mhm.
So what do you enjoy about that? Because I know what I enjoy about it. And when you see all this harmony come together, what do you enjoy about it?
The sounds. And you know the crazy part about it, even when the sounds are off key,
Yeah.
they blend.
Yeah.
They blend. When people hear this is the craziest thing that when people hear my music, they always ask me, who doing your background?
Mhm.
The songs that you hear mine, I'm doing all the background parts and everything.
Oh,
Everything. They think other artists come in and sing with them. No, I'm doing the lead, the background, I'm doing it all. You know, I try to do the baritone stuff, you know what I'm saying? Then I do the high notes, my gift for singing, we got family members that can sing. They sing, but nobody's taken to the level that I've taken it to.
Awesome.
But only way I could do that is that I had to listen to Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight and all these people singing, then trying to find my own.
So what do you do when you're live? Because you can't sing all the.
Well, if I'm with a band, I have background singers.
Oh, okay, that's smart.
But if I'm doing tracks, I have my background vocals already on the tracks.
Yeah, because that's what I figured. If you didn't have live vocals behind you, then you were definitely doing tracks with that.
Mm-hmm. Right. All my tracks are already laced. My background tracks there, but the lead ain't no lip sync. I'm singing.
Oh,
I actually sing, y'all.
There you go.
Yeah, I cannot lip sync because I like to switch it up live.
Yeah, right.
And it's hard if you have to follow that. It's very, very difficult. It puts you in a box. Yeah.
Even with your own song.
Even with your own song, because as you're singing, you're going, "Ooh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that." And you cannot do that if you are lip syncing. That does not help.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You don't want to mess it up. It's gonna happen.
Right.
But I just love the fact that you're an all around entertainer with giving the people what they want because what I love is when if I'm performing or somebody else is, I want to either leave it all on the stage myself or give or have the people that are performing that I'm there in the audience. I want them to leave it all on the stage.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. And I'm glad you can do that. I'm glad.
Yeah.
You can do that. And this is what is giving you a following all around the world.
Yes. I'm on some people have put me on music sites I ain't know nothing about.
Yeah, that's good.
And that feels good where you Google yourself and then you see, I didn't load my stuff on here. Somebody else didn't load my music so people can hear.
Mm-hmm.
Over in the UK and Germany and places, China.
Fingers crossed for that.
Because I love Albert's music too, and he really wants it to cross over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. And it will, and trying to get it to these younger people because they don't know about what soul is. See, soul is something totally different from. They make beats, they don't make music.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember growing up, even listening to Al Green. I'm like, as a kid, I was like, but as you get older.
Exactly.
Man, they deep. Oh, they so deep.
It really is. And you go back and you go, oh wow, this was fantastic.
Right.
You really become a fan.
Right.
Barry White, the orchestrations that he was doing.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness. And I never knew he was doing the music, but he was doing top of the line stuff that could be in movies.
Exactly.
Scores.
And it still holds up. This is what I love
Yeah.
about all of these artists. They still hold up. Sam Cooke still holds up. You know, Barry White, all of these singers still hold up. And Prince, forget about it. He definitely still holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes, man. Prince was one of my favorites. And speaking of Prince, back in like 2001, a friend of mine, we had a project called the Hot Platinum Boys.
Oh.
We just did what we wanted to do. It was crazy. We had techno and everything in this thing. That my friend named Keith Booth, and our project was called the Hot Platinum Boys. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, there's a guy named Morris Hayes. Morris Hayes was Prince's music director.
Oh, okay.
So we had got our demo to Morris. Morris said, "Let Prince hear it."
Oh,
so
wow.
we had a week window to get to Minneapolis.
Oh, wow.
To go to the studio, Prince's studio, and we couldn't get a dime from nobody because Prince was getting ready to go on tour, but he wanted to meet us. we couldn't get a dime from nobody to get up there. That's all we had to do was go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go to Minneapolis. Yep. And that's a true story from 2001.
Wow.
And we talk about that right today. But right today, me and this guy, we still producing music and doing our thing, But opportunities have been there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Wow. That's
That is, and all things work as it's supposed to.
Yep.
Right.
That's the great part about it. And like I said, it's we really want to have you back. We really want to have you back. And and we cannot wait to play your music.
Oh yeah.
Play it.
That God kept you for me.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote this song about 2 months ago. That's probably one of my. It's a lot of songs that I wrote in the past, but 2 months ago I wrote a song called "God Kept You for Me," and it's catching fire.
And that's one of the things also I want to ask before, and thank you for bringing it out. What really drove this song?
Well, it's so many ways. You can say it's a loved one, but you can also say it's God. It can also be your best friend. It could be somebody that was kept for you to make you feel good and be positive.
right.
I thank God. God kept you for me. It could be, anybody. It don't have to be a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I did everything. I put everything I could in that song. It felt good. I thank God because He kept you for me. Yes, He did. That's the hook. It's a real simple hook, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome, and I love it. It's universal, and that's probably also why it's catching fire, because people can interpret it for themselves how it's coming at them.
Right.
Beautiful.
We need to put love back into our music now.
Yes.
Definitely.
And I know we watch the internet. It'll be some crazy stuff on there. I've done some crazy stuff too on the internet, funny stuff, crazy stuff. But the bottom line, I think when we start giving love will flow through us. It'll flow through us.
You know what I was laughing about when you say crazy stuff? Look at my latest TikTok when you get a chance. Don't laugh too hard when you see it.
I will.
Oh my goodness. It has been absolutely wonderful and amazing having you on, Seedlings.
Yes.
I'm glad you got the opportunity to hear him, and you're going to get the opportunity to hear his music.
Yes.
Which you're going to be blown away. So thank you.
Wow.
Well, first of all, thank you. You have to say thank you.
Thank y'all.
Rootstar. Thank you, and thank you for joining us. And Seedlings, thank you for joining us, because we could not have done this without you. And remember, for those of you that are not our Seedlings, if you would like to be one, very special group, remember to subscribe, share, and like. And again, we cannot say enough about how grateful and how awesome it is. And you have something to say,
Just
sir?
real quick, don't forget to make a comment and send us your email if you'd like to be part of our exclusive group. We'll share that with you later.
Yes, yes. So
There you go, Carl. All
I'm
yours.
glad you got that. So
That's why we're a team.
we're a team. We're a team. The Three Musketeers and our producer to keep us in order.
Thank you.
So thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me.
Anytime, because we want to have you back. And thank you, Seedlings, for joining us. And as always, we'd like to leave you with plant a seed and watch it grow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
God is good all the time. He did something for me that I thought would never happen for me.